get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Re-Rack. I am Nathan Brantley. This is Cory Clausing. As always, we are here to report the latest news, events, happenings, results, etc. of the bowling world.
Just bowling.
Yeah,
Everything
but that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So on today's episode, we're going to go over the draft that some of y'all did not. Well, go over the draft and our mock draft that you didn't enjoy. Some of you actually did like it. I just want to point out that statistically speaking, we picked 73% of the draft picks. Just going to put that out there before you think we suck at what we're doing. And we did predict that Frankie was going to the High Rollers. Yeah. We predicted that. We also predicted that Rash, Simonelli. No, excuse me. We didn't have Simonelli on the team. But we had Rash and Dick Allen on their team, on the Bruce City Ballers.
Yeah.
So just want to put that out there. We had some right.
Hey, 73% is a C.
Yeah, exactly. We're passing. But we're gonna go ahead and start by. Do you want to start with naming what happened in the draft? Or do you want to start with reviewing?
Yeah, let's go over the teams.
Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Motown Muscle. They went ahead and picked up Mitch Hoope and Matt McNeil to join forces with EJ Tackett, Anthony Simonson, and Josh Blanchard. Then you got the Philadelphia Hitmen, who have Dom Barrett, Tom Smallwood, and Sean Maldonado as their franchise players. They scooped up Jason Sterner and Matt Ogle, followed by the Brooklyn Styles with Walter A. Williams Jr., Brad Angelo, and Rhino Page. They drafted B.J. Moore and Thomas Larson to join their team. Now we got the Dallas Strikers, who have Norm Duke, Tommy Jones, Bill O'Neill, Brad Miller, and Nick Pate on their team. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Brad Miller. Yeah, that's a solid team. The young guns with the old heads, I like that a lot. LAX, the ever popular, always in contention, with Jason Belmonte, Jacob Buttriff, Stu Williams, with Anthony Lavery-Spar and Patrick Girard.
I did not see that one coming.
I know. I did not. But I'm okay with that. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Not at all. Okay, the Portland Lumberjacks, your defending champions, have Wes Malott, Kyle Troop, and Chris Prather with Packy Hanrahan and Martin Larson on their team. I like that a lot. I'm so glad that Martin Larson got on the team. That makes my heart happy.
Lucky Larson.
He deserves it, especially after the year he's had. I like that a lot.
Yes.
The Silver Lake Adams splitters, we got Chris Barnes, Jesper Svensson, Tom Doherty, Chris Vaya, and AJ Chapman as a team.
We got Chris Vaya right on that.
We did. Then we got the Kingpins with Pete Weber, Marshall Kent, Kyle Sherman, Darren Tang, and Osku Palermo as their team. Now, onward to the expansion teams, which were kind of complicated to pick. The dream teams that we were trying to make. Francois, as we said earlier, we got that one right. Andrew Anderson, AJ Johnson, Richie Teese, and then I failed to put his first name on here, but Ruiz. That is on me. Yeah. But we also had the Bruce City Ballers with Sean Rash, Ryan Simonelli, Chris Sloan, THB himself, Dick Allen, and Zeke Bate. So those are your teams. I have our draft picks next to it.
Yeah.
Which team was it that we actually picked exactly who was going to the team? We just put them on the wrong team.
Darren Tang and Osku, we had them together, but they were on the wrong team.
Yeah, we had them going to LAX, but they ended up going to the Kingpins, which that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm
just
okay.
Wrong coast.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. We tried. Shockers from the draft for us personally. Andres Gomez not making a team. That was surprising.
Oh yeah.
For Cory, Arturo Quintero did not make a team.
Yeah, that was just hope and dream.
Hey, I wanted it for you. Like I said in the video, I really wanted it for you. Who else was it that we had on there that we were kind of surprised didn't end up on a team? Ronnie Russell.
Yeah.
Ronnie Russell also didn't make a team, which was interesting. It happened. Congrats to all who got drafted. Mm-hmm. I see why everybody ended up on a team. There were some surprises because I didn't think they'd actually end up on a team. As I said, like Andres Gomez.
Yeah.
Would have thought he'd been picked over a Richie Teese type of person. But, hey, I'm going to let the coaches dictate their thing. The managers do their thing. They have more of a scouting ability than I do. So, yeah, congrats once again to everyone. Fun draft. I'm excited to have bowling happenings in the universe again. It feels good.
Who wins? Who's your prediction to win?
Who wins?
I really like either. I think it's a toss-up between the Strikers and the Lumberjacks.
I can never count the Strikers out, ever.
Yeah.
Because Norm Duke's going to do Norm Duke things. The trophy is literally on Tommy Jones's belt loop at all moments. And then
the real deal is back.
Back in full effect. I think that I like your pick with the Lumberjacks also because that's a lot of talent. Kyle Troop's having a great year. Chris Prather's also having a great year. Packy's having a great breakout season. Wes Malott is going to do Wes Malott things. And Martin Larson is a dark horse that I don't think people give enough credit to. That is
He's Mr. Consistent. You just need
Oh, my goodness. I need him to get a PBA title because he deserves that. Like, he's too good.
He's like the gray in the crown box.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, you're going to use him, but it's not your first choice.
Yeah, but he's there.
Like, I appreciate you that you're here.
Yeah,
I need
and the second it's not there, you're going to notice and you're going to be sad about it. Yeah, I like that comparison. But I would say probably the same. I could see the Brew City Ballers making a shakeup happen because that's a solid team. Got young talent, the experience there. The High Rollers, not a bad team at all. But I would say it might take not this year. I don't think this year. There's just some pieces on there that maybe need to be moved around. I don't know. Stranger things could happen now. But if I had to pick, I guess 3, I'd go with the Brew City Ballers, the Portland Lumberjacks, and then the Dallas Strikers. I like their chances a lot. Because, like I said, Tommy Jones, it was at the point where it's almost every other year, and I think this is the other year. So
it's their turn.
Yeah. And then the Lumberjacks, defending champs, home crowd, you can't negate how much that affects you.
Mm-hmm. Especially Kyle Troop in that building.
And Wes Malott. They swoon over Wes Malott. They just
turn it up to another year.
Yeah, that's my guy. But yeah, I like those picks. I like those picks a lot. Speaking of Kyle Troop, you want to bounce over to the Strike Derby?
Oh yeah,
and all of the summer happenings, the Welcome Back tour that the PBA is on.
Summer's exciting.
Yes.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, they had to do something because, of course, we've been without bowling for months now. Mm-hmm. And the PBA needed to kind of spice it up because it'd be really hard to just jump right back into the season. So they decided to do something for the fans.
Especially since your foreigners can't come back.
True. Most definitely, you needed something different to keep attention back on the PBA and make you appreciate the sport because it's going to be a fun event that you can watch and enjoy, and it'll still be competitive. So they formed the 3 events. The first one is the PBA Strike Derby. How they did this is they took each of the winners from this year or the runners-up because, as Cory said, the foreigners can't come back into the States yet. So we got Tommy Jones, Kyle Troop, Sean Rash, EJ Tackett, Chris Prather, Sean Maldonado, who is one of those people who was a runner-up because Jesper can't come back, so Maldonado took his place. Anthony Simonson is on there.
Since Belmo's gone.
Yep. And then EJ also got on there because he was 3rd behind Belmo and Simo. So he gets that spot also because Simo's already in and Belmo's not here. And then Bill O'Neill is in this also. So the format for this one, to my understanding, is they have 2 minutes It's a 2-minute timer, and I'm just gonna assume that it's a pair because I feel like they've done this in the past.
Yeah, they done it in the past.
I feel like it was Sean Rash versus somebody at some point.
They did it the first year they did the PBA League.
Okay, that's what it
did
is.
a bunch of fun stuff in South Point.
Yeah. Okay, so 2-minute timer, and you just try and strike as much as you can. Each player will go down the line, and then they're just going to keep eliminating people until they come to a person who wins the Strike Derby. So
Really exciting.
Yeah. Fun times. I'm excited to see it because, of course, you got a fun event. The pros coming back. They're just trying to strike. That's always the mission. So it'll be fun to see just how many strikes.
And TJ likes this building.
Oh, yeah. Most def.
He won $100,000 here a couple.
Oh, yeah.
months
Just
ago.
not too long ago.
Yeah.
When the world was normal. That is very true. On the China, which I'm assuming they'll put the PBA's version of the China down. So it'll be a fun time. I'm excited to watch it. The second event is the PBA Summer Clash. Now, that same list of people that we just named, add in Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen to that list, and they will do something that we are already used to with the best ball format that they've been doing in the, wasn't it the Clash?
Yeah, it's just
the PBA Clash. Yeah. Okay, so they're doing that same format from the PBA Clash, except it's the Summer Clash. And how they got to Shannon O'Keefe and Danielle McEwen is they're the top 2 point getters on the PWBA Tour. So they added them in there, and as I said before, they're just going to do the Clash format. And it's going to be best ball.
Lowest ball out.
Yep, you go to your chair, you await your destiny, and hope that someone goes up there and gets 4. That'll be super fun. That's personally one of my favorite events, just because it brings you back to a place where we do that. We did that in college. It's just you always wanted just best ball. It's a fun time, and it's exciting.
You just wanted to win.
Yeah, it's super exciting, no matter who it is. And I'm glad that they brought the women professionals in there to have a little intermingling. I'm a fan of that because, of course, their season also got put on hold. So
theirs never even started.
Oh, true. They're in the baseball place where it's like, we had a schedule, but that schedule doesn't matter anymore. So I'm excited for that. Super duper excited. As I said, one of my favorite events. And then we have the PBA King of the Lanes. Now, this one isn't really fully explained yet.
Sort of just, here's an event.
Yeah. There's a third event. They're just going to round out. Yeah.
It's going to be fun, but we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of to be decideds on it.
Don't know who the bowlers are going to be yet.
No. Then it's 4 nights. I can tell you that. It's in the same place in Florida. Bolero Jupiter. And I think how it was explained in the text is that they're going to, on the first night, there's going to be some process to crown a king. And then the next 3 nights, they're going to bring in challengers to challenge said king. And then eventually, after the 4 nights, in whatever process they deem necessary, they're going to come to a conclusion where an overall king will be crowned. So, as I said, I don't necessarily know. We talked about it and we don't know how this works. But yeah, there is a third event, King of the Lanes, same location. Yeah,
Sounds exciting.
It kind of reminds me of the King Swing tournament from way back when that I wish they would bring back because that was the bragging rights for the entire year.
Yeah.
That's how Wes Malott became the big nasty. Just scary hours, back-to-back 300s, gold balls, all the. I'm sorry, I'm reminiscing.
Oh, he wasn't using gold balls back then. He used
it was
the OG cell.
And then the controversial ball where the specs were this, but the cover stock was actually this, and they just labeled it. Details, random insider stuff that a lot of people don't know about. But yeah,
the main thing is he shot a lot of 300s and won a lot.
A lot of 300s. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Since they put the word king in here, hopefully we have something of the same because, as I said, I missed that tournament. And yeah, it'll be something fun for everybody to get back into the spirit of bowling. I think I said before, this is in June. June
June
6th is
6th,
yeah. And then the next handful of days. So actually, we talked about this. There's a chance that the Lucy still occurs. I'm really shooting very far off.
It's a very small chance. But.
Yeah, you just gotta believe, because clearly, if they're doing stuff with no fans, then maybe, I don't know. We'll see what the government.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. All of these will be without fans in there.
Yes, very much so.
Televised.
Fully televised. They might observe the same thing that they did for the World Championships, where it's just little bits of your family allowed. I'm not really sure on the logistics of that, but it did say that there's no fans here, but completely televised on Fox. As we said, June 6th, it's down in Florida, which Florida just seems to be the place where everything's just allowed. All sports are venturing to Florida to make something happen, whether that be bowling, the UFC, basketball's discussing things down there. That's clearly the place to be. Yeah. But yeah.
And it's nice.
Most definitely. The weather is going to be, the weather in Florida is like it is today. So it's beautiful. But you got any other opinions on the Strike Derby, the draft, any random hoopla?
I just think it's going to be exciting. I'm excited.
I am super excited. Because, like I said, it's just nice to talk about have new topics in bowling to talk about. Like, we took that little hiatus, and then having just the draft to, I guess, try to bounce things around. But now there's like new developments every week again in bowling, and I'm a fan of that. Speaking of new developments in bowling, Kansas is open for bowling. Yes. It feels good. I went and chucked some nuggets yesterday.
Doesn't feel that good.
It hurts. I feel better today than I did when I ventured out and practiced in the middle of the stuffs. I feel a lot better. Better. My wrist isn't as mad at me. Neither is my whole body. That's fair. I still could pick a spare. That made me feel really good. I'm really good at opening in the 10th. That's fun. It's very fun, but it's okay. We'll get there.
Not everyone can be Tommy Jones.
You fill the box every 10th frame. That's fine. But yeah, that's about all we have. As we said before, support your Sinners. Yes, Kansas is open for bowling, and there's some other states around us, Missouri and Oklahoma are the same. But if you're in a location in which your alleys are not open yet, as we said before, gift cards, send support as you can.
Snack bar food.
Just make sure to support your Sinners, because we're lucky enough to have them open here, and almost all of them make it out. I think I may know of one in Kansas that I know personally closed or is closing. But yeah, we're lucky enough here to have that, but that's not everybody. So please make sure to support your Sinners. As I said before, without your Sinners, bowling cannot be. So we got to make sure that the Sinners make it through this, so then they could be there for us when we come back. So support your Sinners, do whatever you can to do that, and
help the circle keep going around.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because if you help them now, they'll be around to help you later. Because I get a test that a lot of people they see bowling as like a therapy, and it's their release, it's their getaway, it's their passion, it's their love. So you got to be able to nurture and keep alive the thing that's bringing you such happiness, or else it's not going to be there to bring you the happiness. But that's all I got. I feel Cory's in the same boat. So until next time, I am Nathan. This is Cory. Like and subscribe. Post notifications. We're going to keep pumping out content. And here's to us getting on the lane sooner rather than later all over the place. But stay safe while you do so also, because we don't want to spread these things to make it so we can't bowl again.
Yes.
So, stay safe at home, wherever you are, whenever you're commuting, and we'll talk to you later.